Way too lit, no comment. Did he get rich, no comment. Did hit a lick, no comment. Don't say shit, no comment. Will it sell the soul, no comment. Do we got a pole, no comment. Will it's money for, no comment. Keep it on hold, no comment. No comment. Told that, no comment. No comment. No comment. Told that, no comment. Did he get rich, no comment. Did he hit a lick, no comment. Don't say shit, no comment. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We are the Neaux Comment Podcast. We're on take 5,769. But yeah, we're hoping to get it right this time. We appreciate you tuning in again. This is our first episode, so we're gonna kick it off a little Q&A style. We appreciate you submitting your questions on all the different social media platforms, and you can also go follow us on those at Neaux Comment Pod on just about all of them, or you can check our All My Links link, and we have everything that you can find us, and also our PayPal's at the bottom of that. But anyway, moving forward with the Q&A, and I am 1/3 of the Neaux Comment Podcast, Garrett Quentin Brumfield. Ooh, I said my whole full government name. I go by Bruiser, Brudini, Leroy Brown, a bunch of different nicknames. I'm joined by my other two co-hosts.
It's your boy John, Batman Battle, a.k.a. JB4000. You feel me?
And it's your boy DJ.
Just DJ, no flash, no nothing else today?
Just DJ.
DJ, take 5,900, bro.
This is true.
DJ at this point.
This is true. So we're going to kick off the Q&A with the first question from Zach. We appreciate the question, Zach. And you are our first question that we've ever gotten on the podcast. So, and Zach, just start off real easy. What are you guys doing to keep busy during the quarantine?
Man, I mean, everything been good on my end. Family's doing good. Nobody has the virus that I know of. So just pretty much just working out, staying in shape, and chilling, watching Netflix, and sipping on some wine.
I've been chilling, getting in shape, spending time at home with my girlfriend and my dog, and playing Madden on PlayStation, PSN, DJ Chark 1. If y'all want to play me, I got a mic now, so it's lit.
Also, have you been playing some basketball on the South Side? Styles asks, DJ, do you ever hoop at LA Fitness on the South Side?
No, I play at LA Fitness on Beach. A lot of the Jags players, we play there sometime, but I don't think we played at the one on South Side. Okay. We also got another one for probably both of you all. What was going to the NFL Combine like? Of course, I didn't go, but y'all both can answer that question. What was that like? You got it, John.
I mean, for me, man, it was definitely a great experience. An opportunity to be there, but it's something I do not want to do again. The only reason why I say this is because it's hell for 3 days. I did enjoy all the gear. I'm not gonna lie, meeting all the guys, but it's definitely a tough process, bro. Like having to be up at 3:30 to take a drug test, and a blood test. Then you got the underwear Olympics. All that crazy stuff, man, is been in the hospital for 8 hours, taking MRIs for 5 different teams. It's definitely something I wouldn't want to do again, but I did enjoy the experience, though.
Everybody want to know a lot about you, I guess. Somebody else wants to know something else about you. John, what was it like playing with the elite defensive backs at LSU, a.k.a. DBU?
Yes, sir. The brotherhood, you know what it is. Just shout out to Coach Raymond, Coach Bush, all the coaches that's been in the LSU secondary, Coach Cooper, that started the legacy of DBU. We got guys like Jalen Mills, who I played with, Greedy Williams, Dante Jackson, Kellen Tolliver, Grant Delpit, Jamal Adams, Tre'Davious White, Ricky Jefferson, Dwayne Thomas. The list can go on and on and on. It was so many greats. Who?
Missing a few guys.
Definitely.
Jay Collins. Oh, forgot about Jay Collins. Corey Thompson. Well, Corey was a linebacker. That got switched to linebacker, but he's still a DB. Kerry Vincent, Ty Harris, got all my loves, Cam, 31 Savage. I don't know, bro. I was at LSU for 5 years, bro. Too many people to name.
And that's a long time to get a lot of memories. And what do you think your favorite win was and why throughout that time at LSU? I can answer that question. I'm going to go and keep it a stack. I'm going to use this time to blank this time out. This is what I was talking about earlier, DJ. I'm going to give DJ his props. Two of my favorite wins. I got to give two of them. Well, one of them is not really a win. It's the Les Miles game, the Auburn game with the toe tap when you was in the end zone. If I can get the clip, I'm going to put the clip right here. When you end zone, I know we got the picture. But the second one is when Auburn the next year, when you did the, all the plays with the punt return and all that, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I be like DJ Chark, man. That man beat Auburn 2 years in a row by himself.
Bruh. My favorite game. Honestly, I think
there we go.
I think my favorite memory.
Hey, DJ, wait, hold on before you start. What was going on through your head at this moment?
We won, bro. I checked to make sure we won. I asked everybody if we won. They said we won. They confirmed it. I said, "Well, let's turn up." I done went to the fans, shushing them and everything.
Hey, we went from celebrating to crying, like
for sure. For sure.
My dog Drake Davis is in there crying hard.
Speaking of crying, those can be tears of sadness, but sometimes you can get tears when you're real inspired. We got a question coming in from Great Lampy. How does football inspire you, or does football inspire you? Just talk about your inspiration throughout football.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't think football inspired me.
Okay. Give me more.
I mean, I love football. I love the game of football. It's people in football that inspire me to go harder. Like my favorite players, people I look up to, from people like Amari Cooper to people like Randy Moss, running backs, Reggie Bush. I was a running back for a while. So it's a few people in the game that's inspired me. The game itself, it's more of a just
business now.
Yeah. Now I still enjoy it.
Okay. Do you feel like you got some value out of it? We got another question outside of football. What do you feel like is the most valuable thing you might have gotten out of LSU, or maybe not monetarily or compliance, maybe not measurably, but what do you think is the most valuable thing you might have gained at your time at LSU?
It could be football or non-football.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a pretty general question.
Most value. I ain't gonna lie. LSU fixed my teeth. I came to school. Big gap.
See, I had to get mine late.
I talking spaced out. Underbite and everything. Yeah, Mama Shirley.
Both of y'all did have bad teeth.
Yeah,
mine were way worse. Mine were bad before I got braces.
Oh yeah, Bruiser. Yeah, you had that.
You don't remember? This one was cut, bro. This tooth was like higher than the other one and everything. But I appreciate them for that. They definitely took care of me because my parents definitely wasn't going to be able to afford it at the time. And, they went out on a limb and took care of my teeth for me. So thank you. What
about you, DJ? What do you think outside of football? What's the most valuable thing you gained at LSU or LSU did for you as a person?
John,
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Dang, I know we both in the Justice League, bro, but dang. Team Dark Skin over here, bro.
Wah. Hey, we need a buzzer.
Yeah, that's why I got to get the soundboard out next time so we get real lit. But yeah.
Real what?
Lit.
Oh, okay.
Okay, sometimes I can't talk, but you can't spell all of the time.
Okay, that's fine, bro. Cool. Pick on somebody who's dyslexic, okay? I'm self-diagnosed. I'm dyslexic, all right?
Self-diagnosed.
I'm self-diagnosed.
Exactly. He can't even talk again. I don't know if y'all remember Cody from back in the Gap, but Cody used to work upstairs, and he gave us a nice question. I know this one's gonna give us some great answers, but what's the best recruiting story you guys have, like an interaction with a reporter, fan, coach, anything? And he put a little note on there too. But yeah,
Recruiting? Let me think. Do I have one? Favorite recruiting story? Dang, I can't think of that from high school. Oh, I got to take my friends to see LSU games. That was cool for me, like bringing my friends from Alexandria to BR. I enjoyed doing that.
Yeah.
That was real.
My best recruiting story? The best, probably say, that taking that ride with Coach Miles in that Cadillac. Like, that's probably like one of the most coolest experiences. Like, you go ride with Coach Miles, you sit in the front seat with Coach Miles, you're like, oh, this live. You riding around, you looking at the stadium. Well, especially for me, because you feel me, I'm not from Louisiana, so it's like, I ain't never seen Tiger Stadium before like that. Like, I'm on my visit. I'm like, hey, this live. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get to sit with legendary Coach Miles, you feel me?
you were kind of starstruck. You were a young guy going through a recruiting process.
Yeah, because I'm a big fan of college football. Like, every time I got like an offer.
So what you telling me is you was an easy get. He just had to put you in the passenger seat and you was gonna commit. Oh, this man.
Crazy. I committed to LSU early though. Like, LSU offered me.
You committed
my junior year. That's my second offer, and then I was like, I committed like in the summer.
Oh, that's real. You ain't committed spot on. Damn, bro. You committed the day of.
Nah. So I was. So initially, LSU wasn't recruiting me. I was getting recruited by Florida. That's who was recruiting me a lot. I didn't end up going there, of course. I ended up committing to LSU 4/20, 2013. Yep, that was the day I committed to LSU. I was a young guy. Fresh fish, looking for some advice. And we got another kid looking for some advice. So what advice would you give high school athletes going through the recruiting process?
Man, honestly, people gonna lie. So
facts.
like everything that you hear, most likely, like take it, like go off the vibes. Cause I didn't go off the vibes. I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to go to OK State, and my mom and them was like, "You going to LSU?" So I ain't gonna have a choice. And my first 2 years at LSU was poo, and I was about to transfer.
Why do you think your first 2 years were poo? Just because you weren't playing?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I came to school for. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed my friends off the field. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed class. I enjoyed the college life. But honestly speaking, I came to LSU to play football.
Yeah. I understand not playing. Some of the guys who don't play are walk-ons. John, what do you think about walk-ons? What advice would you give for a guy who's a walk-on at LSU?
Man, I was never a guy that didn't pay attention to the walk-ons. Like, you feel me? Like, you know how walk-ons can get overlooked. You can have them in your room, don't even know who their names. So I always made sure that I knew like everybody that was in our room. So like, walk-ons, they cool, bro. Like, they really are the backbone of the team, bro. Like, they don't get no recognition. You feel me? But like the stuff they be doing in practice. Especially like if you want
for sure
teams, like for real, like you on special teams, like scout team, like you really working, bro. Like you're really doing some drills, like for the better of the team. So it's like it's definitely gonna be a grind, and it's not gonna seem fun some days because you're gonna be like a hitting dummy. But other than that, it's a great experience though. You feel me? You get to be a college football player. So, that's one of the awesome experiences you can tell your kids, you feel me? So, I say if you want to do it, go try to do it. Go holler at Coach Sam Nader.
Hey, I just know it's sometimes just a struggle for some of those guys. Speaking of struggles, man, we got a comment or a question here. I was struggling to read a little bit at first. This is from someone who's definitely a great supporter of ours. She wrote us a great note. But essentially the question is, do y'all think it's creepy when random people, grown women, or anybody follow us on social media, or basically fans or fanatics of the program? How do y'all feel about those types of people who are fans of the programs or people like ourselves?
I know, DJ, you probably had a lot of them. Number 7.
Definitely, for sure. For sure.
I could go on for days about. Honestly, bro, I enjoy. Okay, when I say fans, I'm talking about like the real fans. You know what I'm saying? Like people who aren't that genuinely like football, but like actually care about the people too. You know what I'm saying? Like not the fans. They be like, "Hey, my fantasy football, I need 30 points." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's circumstantial. And I experienced that at LSU. You have a good game. It's you have a bad game, and you get the memes, and then y'all remember Tiger droppings?
For sure.
I never read Tiger droppings.
Oh my God!
My dad used to send me like, you see what they talk about you online on Tiger droppings? I'm like, man, I don't read that.
I'm talking about no filter.
My pops was on it too. Yeah, my pops was on,
bro.
Going hard.
Hey, if you ain't strong emotionally, they gonna get you, boy.
For sure. Speaking of strength, man, LSU got some strength going on with that new facility they got. That's one of the strongest facilities in the country. What do y'all think about those facilities, man?
Ooh, I'll probably say definitely the lockers. You know what's crazy? Because how I always be talking to, remember Jack, they was asking us like, what's some people you would like in the locker room? I'm like, bruh, some beds. Like, if we can get some beds. Because, I started the whole, me and you started the whole sleeping on the training room table.
For sure.
Like, so, like, I'm like, Jack, if we get some beds, like,
y'all started it.
Yeah, well, yeah, I wouldn't say we started it. That's a stretch. We influenced it. We influenced it strong. We influenced it strong. We were the guys who were in we were the barbershop. We were the guys who were in the training room.
And like,
for sure.
That was my nap time. I ain't go home. I was slept right on the training room.
For sure. Yeah, man. It's like sometimes in college you just sleep wherever you can. You never know where you're gonna end up. If it wasn't for football, what do y'all think y'all would be? What do you think y'all would end up? I know what I'd be doing. Exactly what we're doing right now. Not exactly podcasting, but something digital, something media, something.
I would honestly say if it wasn't for football, probably in Alexandria. I don't know what I'd be doing. Maybe have a job.
Watching the tide.
I definitely would probably still be in Alexandria and definitely wouldn't have done most of the things that I've done in life. So, yeah.
I don't know. I'll probably be like Bruiser. I'll probably be doing something with broadcasting, production, photography, like, anything of that nature. Is pretty much.
I mean, you say that, but you really got into that in college, you know what I'm saying? Like with
bro, how you gonna tell me what I've been doing? I've been doing this, bro. Like,
no, I'm saying you saying that you had it, but you didn't have LSU. You might not have, if you didn't have football. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Football.
I went to school to do this.
Yeah. Football low-key pulled me away from going to school to do this.
Yeah. How was your major gonna be?
Honestly, if I knew, of course we can always say if I knew what I knew now, but the best thing I should have done is major in interdisciplinary studies. I know it doesn't sound that, but I would have minored in music, film, and art, and I would have had portfolios in all three.
John, what was you gonna do
if I didn't play football at LSU?
Never play football. Like never played.
Yeah, bro. I probably would have did this, bro. Like,
did what? Did what?
Like production, bro. Like my bro. Okay, first off, my dad is in theater, so like that was like already around me. You feel me? Like theatrical stuff. So then my granddad is a photographer and stuff. So like I just picked up on that habit. Like all this stuff I picked up on, not just because of football or Like,
but that
kind of.
So what I'm saying is when you got to LSU, right? LSU helps you with IV Productions, had you doing all this, had you doing all that.
I did that myself though. Like,
I mean, but
they helped out. I mean, but I did
okay,
that myself, bro.
They put you on though. They did put you on.
They put me on. Yeah, it was a good story. Like, it's like, yeah, okay. Well, everybody tired of just hearing about what a football.
All right. So what college you was gonna go to?
Speaking of which college would you go to? We have a great question like that. This question is, why do talented black?
I'm sorry to cut you off, bro. But how you gonna tell me, like, how you gonna get upset because you trying to tell me what I was gonna do?
Who's upset?
You debating me about what I was gonna do though.
It's not that I'm debating what you was gonna do. Like you might have like you got a bigger head start at LSU. Like I'm pretty I'm asking you what college you would have went to. You don't even know that.
Do you think you would have gone to an H?
Full Sail.
What is that?
Full Sail University is a university for music, arts, production.
You think you would have got accepted? You got accepted?
Bro, I had offers. I had scholarships for education, bro. I could have went to like.
Did you have a scholarship to Full Sail?
Bro,
Full Sail is like ICDC. Anybody can go and sign up. No insult, because I would actually do Full Sail myself. Like, no, Full Sail isn't like you can learn things, okay. But anybody can go. But anybody can do it.
I'm just saying, honestly speaking, that's like me saying I have a passion, right? So I had a passion in before football. I had passion in art. Mainly sports. Mainly my passion was in sports, but I still had like passions in speaking English, all this. So that's like me saying I went to college for English, right? And me basically like saying, and this is what I would have been doing. It's a lot of people that said they would have been going to college for English and went to college and they not doing that right now. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's a chance you could have been, but I think LSU helped you out a lot with your passion to explore art. That's all I'm saying. You can feel played if you want, but it's the truth.
It's definitely not the truth. I bought a camera on my own. Nothing to do with it.
Man, you got that camera from that bowl game. I don't hear that.
Yeah, bro, I was still gonna buy a camera. I had a camera.
LSU bought your camera. LSU bought this camera, John.
Kinda, but I ran through the process in my head of who bought it. I mean, technically, he's still like I feel like LSU didn't give us nothing. Like I feel like as a college football player, you work for it. I feel like those are more hours than a full-time job. So, my apartment, yes, I earned that. Like that bowl game, like yeah, you could say, like, oh yeah, they're going to school, they're getting an education, but yeah, like we're doing this for the school, for NCAA, SEC, all that, making millions of dollars, TV revenue. Like so, yeah, he bought the camera with his 110s. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Just how Bruiser bought his music stuff with our checks.
Whoa, separate.
You bought some of the money that you got them LSU checks. You used to get you something for your crib.
No, you're wrong. Again, you're wrong. You're wrong, and I won't tell you. You're wrong.
You're wrong.
Was that a no comment?
No comment. You forcing it on me, but that's not how I bought it. That's not how I bought it. But anyway, y'all never really answered that question. That's probably I'm gonna.
What was the question? John just got mad because LSU put him on.
Why do talented black athletes?
It is all off me. I'm self-made, bro.
You're not, bro. LSU put you on.
I appreciate it, but don't nobody look at my pictures. Don't nobody ask.
It's okay. It's okay to LSU put you on, bro.
LSU ain't putting me on, bro. Don't try me like that, bro. You trying to try me like I'm a duck or something, bro. What's up with you, bro?
Bro, LSU put you on. It's okay,
bro.
Bro, LSU put you on, bro. It's okay. LSU put us all on. Stop hating. Stop stunting. That shit put you on.
You stunting, bro. LSU ain't put me on, bro.
How not?
Like that
how not?
So, I mean,
explain to me how they didn't. Because when I met you at 17, you ain't had none of that shit. So explain to me. Explain to me. Come on.
I was a communication major. That was my first major. So what are you talking about?
what does that have to do with? I'm saying LSU helped you get all the like. Tell me how you was doing it, bro. Tell me how you was doing it with the LSU. Tell me how you was taking pictures at the basketball game. Tell me how you was doing all that. I'm just
started
curious.
taking pictures on my own.
They gave you the pass to get. Oh, come on, bro.
You want to look at my Instagram? Go look at my first pictures that I posted.
I'm not saying that you ain't gonna have the interest to do it, but they put you like, nigga, it's a platform. LSU is you always say they're a platform.
I had a whole social media page called Battle Between the Lines in high school, shooting and recording high school video games. What do you? I mean,
they put you on though, like your father.
I've been doing this, DJ. I've been doing it way before LSU.
So because you were doing it, I mean, they put you. It's rappers that been rapping. That's why they put them on.
So come on, bro.
It's somebody. Hey, so it's some rappers that rap that haven't been put on.
Okay, bro, but don't be saying LSU put me on. They still been rapping. Don't act like I just did it because
like it's cool to do. Rap all the time.
Football player, like no.
Okay. I think I hear the discrepancy. I believe
put you on, bro. It's okay. Stop.
I believe the discrepancy is in the definition of put on. I think DJ. Excuse me, I'm gonna hit the little digital.
It ain't nothing. I just
Bruiser speak.
I've been doing this, bro. Come on now.
I believe the discrepancy.
Football, but they put you on. You've been playing football.
I don't care, bro. Did LSU help me make a documentary? No, I did that on my own. So what are you talking about?
Bruiser, what was you gonna say?
Did LSU help me make a charity basketball game?
Bruiser, can we listen to Bruiser? Can Bruiser have a
I believe there was a discrepancy in between the definition of put on. I think that DJ's definition of put on could mean a handout. I think John's definition of put on could. Yeah,
I'm not saying a handout. It's not a handout.
You was making things like it's a handout.
Or maybe maybe that's John's mental maybe that's John's mental definition of put on, and I think that's where the discrepancy arose. There's another great discrepancy that happens, and that's when black athletes go to PWIs. Why do you think talented black athletes go to PWIs?
Speak on it. Since they putting people on, speak on it. Since they're not putting people on, speak on it.
If you want to go to the league, bro, go to the league. You want to go
so they can put us on, right?
You go to PWI, you want to go to the league, but the league.
So why not go? Why not go HBCU?
The league can find you at HBCU. There's plenty of HBCU players.
So why you didn't go HBCU?
Because I didn't want to go to HBCU. I was being a football player.
So why you went to LSU?
They got football at HBCUs.
How about why you went to HBCU?
Football.
Bro, am I not making sense?
You're not making any sense. You're talking about putting on. Bro, no, bro. You can play football. Anybody can find you anywhere. I'm glad he got kicked out. Matter of fact,
what you mean?
Hurry up and come back so we can have this conversation.
Nah,
you're trying to talk about put on like that. Nah, bro.
No, they put all of us on, bro. Like, stop trying to say they didn't put me on. Like, I was cold before I got there. Yes, you was. When you got there,
I wouldn't say that I was put on. I would say that I was given some tools, and I used some of those resources to my benefit. But I can say this: I've been recording music and doing all that stuff since before high school. Since before college. People know me. I was doing music since middle school.
Because maybe you ain't have nothing else that you wanted to do besides play football. Don't be trying to make. I'm not saying that you didn't, but if you didn't, don't be trying to make it seem like.
I'm not saying that I didn't want to do things. If I go somewhere and somebody gonna have, if I go somewhere and somebody got the fun, somebody got the help, then they gonna put me on. It's simple. I'm not gonna say, oh no, I had all the ideas. They just had the money, but they ain't really. Yes, bro. It goes hand in hand. However you take it, like. However you feel about it, go hand in hand. Like I can't guarantee that. I can't guarantee.
That's all that matters.
I can't guarantee that you wouldn't be doing that. If you would say that you had a podcast, I can't guarantee that when you didn't go to LSU that your podcast wasn't going to be big or your podcast would be big. I can't guarantee none of that. You might still have a podcast, but at the end of the day, this platform that you have is built so that you have a head start than the person that's in college right now that's not playing football.
I think we all think the bags were a good idea. And I think we all think that LSU definitely had some type of role in
I ain't
propelling us
say they made you,
to
they
the
make
stage.
your identity, but they put you on. It's
Definitely. LSU helped us become bad mofos, even more bad mofos than we already were. So who do y'all think is the baddest mofo to ever put on the Tiger uniform?
Tyron.
Tyron, I like it. What about you, JB? Coldest of all time.
Yeah, definitely Ty.
Tyron? Okay, yeah. I like it. Now, I think that's because, of course, he played tenacious, he played fast, he played hard all the time. Those are some characteristics of SEC football. Another question we got is, what do you think? Well, do you think SEC is truly the best conference in Power 5, the best Power 5 conference in college football? And what do you think makes the SEC unique?
Easy, yes, and money. I think money and the location. I think the South has a lot of good football players. I think that's where a lot of the best players come from, personally speaking. So a lot of players stay home, and I think, and they got buku money, like revenue go crazy. So that's just what I think.
What about you, John? What do you love about the SEC?
Yeah, I'll probably just say Southern football. It's a different type of brand that we have in the South when it comes to playing football. I think we have the best brand of football. I mean, Cali got a little something out there. You know, Georgia may feel like, well, Georgia's South also, but New York may feel like they have good football. Ohio, I really hate the Ohio stuff. Like, man, come on.
Okay, can I tell you the football rankings of states, like in order? This is it. It's Louisiana. Well, I know Texas. They always talk about, Texas, but it's Louisiana, Texas. Okay, we're 1-2. That's easy debatable. Then it's Alabama, Florida. Y'all 3-4. Y'all have y'all debate. And then Georgia's like 5 or way down the line, whoever want to fight for
buddy.
You say who? Where?
Don't try to.
It's Louisiana. Y'all are 3-4. Y'all are solid third.
No, sir.
Who?
I want you to go Google the stats, bro. Google the stats.
I think Florida up there.
So who's number one, DJ?
Honestly, I would put Florida 1, Louisiana 2, and Texas 3. I think Texas be having players, but they tap out.
Daryl Chark Jr., do you believe that Florida has a better brand of football than Louisiana?
Not a better brand, but they got some dogs, bro. Like, a lot of the greats do come from Florida.
Thank you.
A lot of them. Think about the greats that come from Louisiana and the greats that come from Florida. They have more. I mean, they bigger. You know what I'm saying?
So we're going to kick off our versus section of the podcast. Hey, we appreciate it if you're still sticking around. You're about halfway through, just a little over, maybe right at the halfway point. So this is going to be our versus section. So, hey, if you got some more verses that you want us to do next week or whenever during the podcast, just let us know. So one of them we're starting off with is a little bit near and dear to us. It's a little personal. So the first versus we have is Jack versus Shelly. Who's your pick? For those who need a little bit of context, Jack Marucci and Shelly Mullenix are trainers at Louisiana State University. These are people that took great care of us, taped a lot of ankles, took care of a lot of injuries. They're making us choose in between who's going to be who. And this is from Caitlin. Shout out Caitlin.
Who is this from?
Caitlin. She was one of the old trainers. Yeah. She made us pick Jack or Shelly.
Caitlin. I'm a Mama Shelly like baby, like so.
I'm with it.
I love you, Jack, but I'm a mama's boy, so I'm going with Mama Shelly.
What you thinking, DJ?
I still talk to Mama Shelly often. I go with Mama Shelly. I talk to Jack often too, but Mama Shelly's was a little more hands-on with me. So
yeah. Mama Shelly is mom. That's why we call her Mama Shelly, bro. It's like
Let's go. Let's get it some quick ones. Moon versus Mars. Go. Give it to me.
What are you saying? What about Moon?
The Moon versus Mars. Where would you want to go? Like, which one do you think is cooler? Like, which one?
Yeah, I'll probably say Mars. But then again, I feel like it's nothing on Mars. So like, if we were to like spend all our money on Mars, I don't really think it's nothing on there. I'll probably say let's just go to the moon so we can get to other planets besides Mars.
Go ahead, DJ. Give it to me. Why the moon?
I just know it's been reached before, so I'm gonna go with something that's probably more realistic. I don't really know too many people that's been walking on Mars, so I think
Okay. I'm with Team Mars. Team Mars. I'm trying to go to Mars. I'm trying to see what's on Mars. Liquid water, all of that, aliens, weird creatures. Speaking of creatures, next one we got killer whale versus shark. Give it to me. Which one you got?
Killer whale, 100%.
Okay, or yeah, definitely orcas. Orcas are killing machines for sure.
I don't know much about killer whales, so
yeah, more common animals are bears and lions. So give it to me. Bears against lions. Which one you got?
Lion, easy dub.
No, what? Why would you say?
Lion.
Nah,
you know how big a bear?
Easy dub.
Bear, bro.
A bear?
Yes. Do you know?
Okay. Are we what type of bear? We talking about a grizzly? We're talking about
a grizzly, a Kodiak, a huge bear. Yes, not no little. Yeah, if you take the biggest bear on the planet
I was thinking about a black bear.
If you take the biggest, baddest bear that you can find, put them against the biggest, baddest lion that you can find, the biggest, baddest bear is gonna win every time.
I'm gonna go bear.
I don't know, but a grizzly, a grizzly got that though.
I don't believe so. And then actually, these are three questions back to back from Marshall Levi. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Marshall.
Marshall Levy, that's what you said.
Yeah, my bad, I messed it up. We got three questions back to back to back. The first one was bear versus lion. The second one is who has the best style? And I'm gonna exclude myself from this because I'm simple. I just go black t-shirt. Y'all the ones who dressed all the way up. So y'all two head to head. Who has the best style?
Easy. I'm going me on that one, third. John?
Yeah, speak for itself. If you know what it is, you know what it is.
Tell me why your swag harder.
I mean, bro, I'm diverse, bro. I mean, I can rock Vans. Like, I got a mean Van collection. I got a mean Jordan 1 collection. I make my own hats. I make my own apparel.
And that is why I am the flyer, because he make his stuff, and just because you make it, you know what I'm saying, don't mean it's gonna be flyer. Then when I step out, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna step out clean, John. So I'm gonna give myself the crown on that one. But I don't really be dressing up like that all the time, and if I do dress up, I don't really take pictures. So
we got another one from Marshall. Which do you guys prefer, LSU or the NFL? And I assume he means playing, I believe. But you can attack that question from any aspect you want. Which one do you like better, LSU or the NFL?
DJ?
I'm gonna let you go first because I feel like my answer gonna affect your answer.
I'll probably say, from a life standpoint, definitely NFL.
Yeah.
A little bit of money, so the Lord did me good. Hey, ain't nothing like getting that first check, boy. That first check hit, boy. You like, ooh.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Then again, bro, like the NFL is very, like the business side of it is very like cutthroat, bro. Like getting cut is not fun. Like I don't care if nobody says it's gonna come, it's gonna happen. Mine's happened quick, but I shook back. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. But Tuesday in the NFL is a real day. That's all I'm gonna say. But so with that being said, I'm gonna go with college football. Even though
I'm gonna have to go with, when it comes to being on the field playing, LSU, and that bond you build with your teammates, like you living with your teammates. You know what I'm saying?
Wildwood, you heard me?
Yeah, like you living with your teammates for 3, 4, 5 years, however many years. And, and you also growing with your teammates because you come to college at 17, 18, 19, whatever. You still kids. But when it comes to like life, NFL because you treat it like a grown man. You know, like you treat it to the point where it's not. Hold on, let me see if I connect on here. I'm on there. I'm in there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm back. But yeah, I say NFL because, you know, you ain't got no curfew. You, after the meetings, after the practice, you going home. You ain't got no class. I don't have to see anybody I don't want to see. It's straight facility home. It's work. And I enjoy that aspect of it.
Don't really give you a lot of time to get distracted, man. And I could definitely say that when I was in Pittsburgh, man, we doing a lot of rookie stuff early in the morning, kind of till the evening. So it didn't give you a lot of time to get distracted and steer off track. But we know that that can happen to guys in the league, especially a guy like AB. And that leads us into our next verses in the Versus series. Julio versus AB. We got Wes and Matty P asking this question.
Oh, okay.
If I had to pick one on my team right now,
you got to draft one right now. You the GM.
Obviously, we going Julio right now.
Okay, at the peak. Let's go to the peak. I'm sorry, that was a dumb question. At the peak, okay. Julio, AB at their peaks, because neither of them are at their peaks anymore. But right now, it's still Julio.
I would say at first I would say Julio, but after like Russell Gage, shout out to my dog Russ, really put me on AB. AB Cole, like route running, getting open, fast, way faster than you think. I'm gonna have to go with AB. Ooh, Julio Cole, Julio dog.
Yeah, and I just want to clear it up. When I said Julio's not in his peak, I didn't mean to disrespect Julio, because I know people be like, "Oh, you said Julio F5." I'm not saying Julio F5, but at the peak, if I'm thinking peak, AB. I'm on AB. What you thinking, JB?
AB just, it was just different, bro. Like, no disrespect. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. When I'm at safety and I look and I see Julio, like, I'm gonna be like, damn, Julio over there. And also the same when it comes to AB, but it's like, I don't know, bro. AB was just like tap toe Tony, all that. Like, I don't know, bro. He was doing some impressive stuff, bro. Like, consistently too, bro. Like, for a good little minute. It's gonna be hard to go against AB, bro.
As far as being impressed, what do you think? And these next three are from Jamal. Shout out Jamal Pettigrew. What do you think? What do you think the best superhero character is?
The best. You going?
I mean, I got a solid idea, but I feel like it's kind of cheating. Well, he's not a superhero. I was gonna say just Thanos with I got it. Iron Man right before he snaps with all the Infinity Stones. Got it. Yeah, easy. Tony Stark with all the Infinity Stones right before the snap. Easy question, easy answer.
I'm gonna go Superman, bro.
Whack.
The reason why I say Superman, bro, because
everything, bro.
He's Mr. Do It All. You know what I'm saying? Like, what can't he do?
Well, actually, I'm sorry. I recant my statement. Batman, just, with the lore, he's the do it all guy. He's the problem solver. He's the victor.
Okay. Let's be real. John's gonna make you mad, but can we really consider Batman a superhero?
He's a vigilante. He don't have no powers.
He's a hero, but he's not super. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has no superpowers, so how does that make you a superhero?
Well, even that exactly. Think about what you just said.
So he's a hero.
Bruh, but he's a superhero. Like,
no,
he's the top hero there is. He's fighting with people that have superpowers. That don't make him a superhero. He's the highest form of a hero, bro, which makes him super, bro. That's why he's a superhero, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, he flying into space.
Even Captain America.
All type of stuff. Like, come on, bro. He's a regular person, bro. He's a regular man.
Which makes him not a superhero.
I don't like how you just discredit like Batman.
I mean, he can do a lot of different jobs, and different jobs are important to do. And that leads us to our next one. Which football position you think is the most important on the field? I know a lot of guys do a lot of different stuff and have a lot of different things going on in between their brain, in between their ears on the white lines as far as what their jobs do. So what do you think is the most important job? Also, this was kicking off our Pondering Questions section. You can send us in your Pondering Questions if you have some. If you have some, you can find us on all the socials at Neaux Comment Pod. That's also in all my links, and at the bottom of that is our PayPal. I'm just looking at there. But yeah, continuing on with the Pondering Questions. Yeah, what do you think is the most important position in football?
Offensively, I would say QB and tackle. It's out of QB first, tackle two.
Okay, go ahead, John, and then I'm going to go ahead and speak on that tackle jazz a little bit.
I'm going to go offensively. I'm going to go with quarterback, of course, and I'm going to go with center. Those are my two. I got love from my big boys.
Man, that center game is something else, man. I was doing that this past season in Pittsburgh.
The center, Bruiser. Answer
Say that again.
Just tell me how center better than tackle, because I had a thought and I might be wrong. So
say what you're gonna say, and y'all say. Go ahead, DJ, and then you go, John, and then say, and then I'll say.
I feel like you said center because you would say like re-IDing the mic and stuff like that, but the quarterback can do that. So if the quarterback is doing that, the next best guy would be the tackle blind side, because I've seen what happened when the tackle going against J.J. Watt or Khalil Mack, you know what I'm saying, coming off that edge. And if you can't skedaddle up out of there, it's a long night for your QB.
You ready?
Yep.
Can I go?
Go ahead, John.
How about John?
All right. So, I mean, I feel like the center, because, yeah, he has to ID the mic, but he also got to, like, slide the protection, do all types of stuff. Like, your center is your safety, basically. Like, he's directing the whole secondary. He's, like, pointing out, okay, if he's in the shade, this is where we going. Make sure everybody know this where we going. You feel me? So it's like and then he got like a person in front of him, like while he trying to snap the ball at the same time. Like that ain't easy. Like I don't care who you are, what you say. Like,
are you ready?
Are
you ready?
Yeah,
are you ready? Are you ready? So I'm going to give you a 3-pronged answer, and I'm going to touch on a lot of what y'all just touched on. So number one, John, you kind of said this towards the end, is size. The center he's the smallest offensive lineman, just about on every team. Centers have the smallest average height and weight. They're 6'3", 298, I think might be the average center in the NFL, maybe a little more. That's the first. So not only is he the smallest offensive lineman, but he's playing against the biggest defensive lineman, the nose guard, and snapping the ball. Okay.
Time out.
Continue.
Depending on the defensive scheme, if there's a nose guard right in front of him like that, because if he's not, you are getting help at center.
He's okay, but he's even still, you have a shade. There's no head up nose. There's a shade now. There's a shade in the 3. Yeah, big deal. That's even harder to reach.
You got the guard.
But even still, now, I say that to say the center center does have help, but sometimes you are in uncompromising positions. That's only the first point, though. That's only the first point. The second point is his brain. Okay, you say with the mic ID, it goes so much farther past the mic ID.
But if you have a quarterback.
No. You have to tell everyone. You have to make the calls. Deuce here, Trey here. Yeah, you have guys who can do that on their own. I mean, I played guard more than I played center. So I definitely have done that on my own. But the center essentially is the brain of 5 men. The center is the brain of 5 men. And he's making all of the calls using the language. Okay. And then the third point is the most simple, but it's the most important. You want to know what's crazy? This is a fact. You know who gets the most touches on a football team?
The center.
But guess what?
He gives the ball to the quarterback.
What's that?
If you have a weak tackle, that now changes the whole offensive scheme, because now you have running backs having to chip or stay in protection, which limits the offense.
If my center can't snap the ball, I can't start the football game.
What center
can't start the football? He's the most important.
I ain't gonna lie, he got you down with DJ.
He starts with the center. The center touches the ball
That
first.
don't make him the most important though.
He has the most touches on the team. You can't. He's the center.
That's a screw statistic because how many centers are you seeing really snap the ball over a QB head in the NFL like that? How many?
That could be under center though.
Yeah, on the fumble snaps.
How many quarterback center exchange blunders do you really have? And then like he's touching the ball. That's kind of like elementary type. That's elementary.
What are you talking about?
What'd you say?
I said we've had a lot at LSU. What are you talking about?
Bro, in the league, you don't see that. What do you like? I've been at the Jags 2 years, haven't seen them once in the game.
That happened to us at
I haven't seen them once in the game. And if you could pull up the statistics and show differently, to show
That's definitely what I was doing. I was trying to see exactly how many.
That's not really an issue.
I was trying to see how many botch snaps there are, but I'll say this, that there are enough for there to be compilations made within the last 2 seasons. So
if you have okay, so what about this? Say you playing Houston, Texas in what year? Not this year, last year, and they have Davion Clowney and they have JJ Watt. You are sending your halfback to chip every play, taking him out of the game.
Cheeto.
So now he's not even in the pass game. A lot of times he got to stay in, match protect. You're trying to block, changing to 2 receiver routes.
For sure.
Because you can't block one guy.
But even still,
Aaron Donald. Guys like this, the NFL is changing. They about to get young in the league. All these guys that's coming off the edge, I think, to tackle.
None of that happens until the center snap the ball. It's the first thing that happens. And also, as far as the tackle being athletic, I think that should have been one of your great points that you should have brought up. But as far as being the most important,
I do believe they are athletic. They have to be because you have to kick. You have to, Bruce. I know online. I study it. You got to kick out and get up. They coming. They getting out there. They bending.
Definitely.
Getting out there. Trust me.
They are definitely coming. They are definitely coming. Speaking of coming, we're gonna have some guys coming in as some guests on the podcast. Jamal, he finished up with this question. Will we ever let him be a guest on the podcast?
You can get that block right there that ain't nobody using.
Hey, man.
Maul was definitely part of the LSU barbershop. So, of course, buddy.
See me in Manhattan.
Maul, you are definitely welcome to come to the LSU barbershop. Some of the pondering questions we're going to finish up with. Guys, what do you think is the smartest animal?
Ooh. Can I go?
I hope so.
All right. I'm going to say the dolphin. I know most people are going to think monkeys, but I'm going to say a dolphin. And here's why. Because of their cerebral vortex. I hope I said that right. I think I said it a little wrong. I've been drinking a lot of wine. But their cerebral vortex is probably like...
I believe it's cortex, which continues.
Cortex, whatever. It's 4 times the size of a human's. And that gives us the ability to think, to communicate. Like, without that, we're pretty much nothing when it comes to being a human being, like being
I thought we only use 10% of our brains anyway.
You said
kind of a myth, kind of true, kind of, yeah.
You said what?
I heard the myth, 10% of your brain.
I'm going to tell you
how much the dolphin use?
Nah, he said humans.
I don't know. I think it's like, 10? Yeah.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I think the smartest animal is, and I'll say it's a raven, man. I saw a video of a raven. If I can find it, I'll put it in there. A raven. There's like a video of a raven, like, pull out a short stick to pull out a long stick or something like that. Pull out a long stick to pull out a short stick to do something and get up some food. And, bro, ravens are smart, bro. Like I said, birds, ravens are real smart.
I say elephant just because they have the best memory. So. Touche.
Another pondering question, something to put on your mind, guys. Do any of you guys still think the earth is flat? I'm not going to say still, but what are your thoughts on the earth being flat?
Yes, it is flat.
Jesus Christ, Jesus Louise.
I just want to Nah, I mean,
I feel like I need to clear this up too, because I remember in like 2017 when they had me on the mock interview saying that Earth was flat on Sports Illustrated. If I can find that clip, I'll put it in there. But I didn't say that the Earth was flat. I said that some people provide some good evidence. Like I was going down the rabbit hole. I'll give you that. I was going down a flat Earth rabbit hole, and yeah, of course
me too. I ain't gonna lie.
I had you for a little bit.
I
had you for a little bit.
Coaches asking me, "Wait, what's wrong with the player on your team? He think the world flat?" I don't know, man.
People ask you about that?
Yeah, bro. That was.
Bro, I'm dead.
I couldn't defend you though, because now I got to put my reputation on the line for somebody talking about the world flat.
I never said the Earth was flat, bro. I never said the Earth was flat. Like I said, if I can find the clip, I'll insert the clip and put what I really said. But I never said the Earth was flat. And there's a lot of things that I may not say, a lot of things that the government may not say. And I think one of those is aliens. Do you think the government knows that aliens exist?
Facts, 100%. Area 51
For sure.
definitely real. Area 52 is really what you need to be worried about.
Okay, now what do y'all consider aliens? Like,
something not from this planet.
Yeah. But there's like theories about the Anunnaki and like the 10th planet and Sirius A and Sirius B. There's a bunch of stuff. If I can find it out. Yeah, the Anunnaki's lit. But there's a bunch.
You put me on.
I put you on the Anunnaki.
You put me on.
The Anunnaki's crazy. But as far as what do I think is alien, something that's not from this world, but then there's theories that like we're not from this world. The Anunnaki could have brought us here. Sirius A, Sirius B, 10th planet, all that stuff. But right now, I think my definition of alien would be like, yeah, something that's not from here. Something from, I'm talking fast. Something from Mars, the moon, somewhere else. Something that comes from somewhere. And yeah, we don't know what it is. Something alien.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Can I go off script and ask a question that's pertaining to this real quick?
Give it to me.
Illuminati.
Okay, give it to me. What about it?
Is it real and who in it? John first.
Yeah, John needs to go first.
Why y'all be making me go first? Because I be saying off the wall stuff.
Because Bruiser gonna come with all of the Discovery Channel's information and all that. So
this is true.
Before we hear Discovery Channel Bruiser, I want to hear.
Okay, I do believe the Illuminati is a group. Do I believe Illuminati is the Illuminati that we believe and perceive? I do not think it's called Illuminati. I think it's called something else that we do not know about, or it's something that we do know about and don't pay no attention to. And I believe someone who's in it are the Rockefellers. Definitely the Rockefellers. And I don't think any musicians are in it. I don't think it has nothing to do with hip hop, like at all. Like, you're an idiot if you think that Jay-Z is selling soul to have the number one hip hop album. Like, no.
For sure.
And I take that back. You're not an idiot.
Nah, I'm with it.
Just a little naive.
Yeah, a little naive at least. I can say this for sure. Not for sure, but nothing's for sure. Yeah, History Channel Bruiser. So the Illuminati, the Illuminati means the enlightened ones. I believe it's in Latin. It means the enlightened ones. So what it was, the Illuminati was like a group of scientists, like guys were trying to, it's like the Renaissance type, all that's going on. There's like a king or something. I'll find the exact names and all of this. But he was like, screw the... Yeah, I'll do that. He was like, screw the Illuminati. They're like devil worshippers or something like that. He like sent... Everybody's trying to kill the Illuminati. That basically, I said a lot to say that planted the seed of like, oh, the Illuminati trying to take over the world. They're trying to get us. Like they basically painted the picture of the Illuminati versus the church. And now, throughout time, there's been like a bunch of secret societies: Illuminati, Knights Templars, Skull and Bones, Freemasons, all of that. They have some similar branches, similar roots and stuff like that. But I don't think you hit it on the head. The Illuminati's not what people think now. People think, oh, it's The Rock and all of this and all of that. And that's, they don't have enough money to...
I think what we think, to be forced to believe the Illuminati is, I do think it's when you get to a certain level of money, I do think, you know what I'm saying, things happen, things go on behind closed doors. Not saying that's Illuminati. That's just us being humans, you know, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what goes on behind closed doors, but I do believe some of them things that they be saying on them videos be true. Like, some of the stuff they be saying, it might not be Illuminati, but some of them be doing it because some of it is inexplainable. I ain't got no proof, but I think they be doing it. Think about it. Like, all the videos you watch, all of it wasn't a stretch. Some of it was real.
Okay, let me ask you this. Do you think The Simpsons is part of the Illuminati?
I saw a video that said the dude's Groening, I think is the name that make The Simpsons, that he's a time traveler because he's like predicted. There's been some crazy stuff to be in The Simpsons, man. Some wild stuff to be in The Simpsons.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. They do. And like, it's too coincidental. You know what I'm saying? Like, the first time
For sure.
Like
it'd be too accurate.
It'd be real accurate.
Yeah,
but
especially with the Trump stuff, like that was crazy.
The Cartoon Network shows back in the day used to always have symbolism. Like,
for sure.
Facts.
Bro, they had the most symbolism.
One of the shows I really like that does that is Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls is a real cool show. I think Gravity Falls.
All kind of stuff in there.
One more time. Oh yeah, definitely. Gravity Falls does a lot of that Illuminati type of all of that vibe, man. So we got one more question to finish up with from Cole Tracy, man. Cole Tracy gave us a trifecta. So Cole Tracy asks us, what are your 3 favorite things about Cole Tracy, man?
I'll go first. Was automatic. 1, 2, and 3, automatic. I never really got to meet him as a person, but he seemed like a really, really cool guy. I follow him on social media. Very positive, you know. So, but that's what I say, automatic.
I am the number one advocate fan of Cole Tracy. Like, Cole Tracy is going to be in my wedding. Like, this is how much I love Cole Tracy. Like, from the moment he came in, we thought he was just a little regular, little nerdy, little white kicker. But Cole Tracy is a brother from another mother. That's all I'm gonna say. And
hey, man.
When it's time for the wedding, he definitely gonna be it, buddy.
For sure. Man, as far as 3 things about Cole Tracy, man. First, he's cool. You know, he's real cool. He came in chill. That'd be my favorite. My second, probably be his jokes. He's got some good jokes. He's got some one-liners. Yeah, he's funny. And my third favorite thing about Cole Tracy is that kick against Auburn in 2018 when we beat them at their field. And he sailed it through the end zone, and they put that Disney music on it. If I can get the clip, I'm going to put it right here. And it made me feel so good, and everybody around the field. And then Kerry Vincent was running and pushed him over, and that was the end of the game. And it was a great victory. Just like coming to the end of our first podcast, this feels like a great victory. If you made it this far, we appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in and giving us all your questions. Be sure to follow us on all the socials. We'll link those and attach those. Follow us on make sure you click all my links. You can follow us anywhere, find us anywhere on those links. Our PayPal is also on the bottom of that. Again, I've been your host, Garrett Brumfield, 1/3 of the Neaux Comment Podcast. I've been joined for this past hour and some change by
it's your boy John Battle, aka Batman, aka Jacob 4000.
It's your boy DJ Chark, and we was able to finish this with 17 Flashes. 17 Flashes is really the new name. So.
Okay. Thank you all for your attention again, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all find us, follow us, all that. Keep listening to us. This has been the Neaux Comment Podcast. When I answer, shh.
Shh, not a whisper, no replies, no remarks. If you smart, close your kisser, double stitch it, glue stick it. These ain't braces, this a zipper, keep it sealed. If you squeal, we gon' see if you's a swimmer. Keep on singing like a bird with them fishes, where you gon' sleep. They gon' prod, poke, and pester at every word that I speak. But I'm quiet with my silence when they buy me, not a peep. But if I choose to give you news, then when I'm through, that's capiche. Get the F away from me, that's abbreviated for faking. If you put me on that stand, you might as well just close the case. You trying with them inquiries, I'm tired, cut the shit. It's no comment to your questions, learn my lesson, plead the fifth.